What's up guys, this is Jason from Boston DJ Services, and I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to change the gobos in your intelligent lighting fixtures. Now this can be a great thing to offer your clients. They will love this. You can get just some plain gobos, and you can project some nice images on the walls to add to a theme, or you can actually project initials on the floor or on a wall or whatever for a wedding. And the clients love these, and they look very professional, very well done, and you can buy these from your local DJ supplier or your favorite online DJ supplier. So I just want to take a quick couple of minutes, show you how to kind of open up one of my fixtures, and we'll kind of go over how you take them out, put them back in real quick, but very nice for your events. So what I want to do is I want to go into my barrel scanner, and I'm looking to put a snowflake gobo in. Let me grab that. So this is the gobo right here. And so what the barrel scanner is going to do is when it rotates, it's going to look like the snowflakes are falling. And this is going to be used for a winter dance later on this January, and it's gonna look really nice. So you're going to see me put this gobo into that light. I'm going to swap out one of them, and I'll show you kind of what I'm running into along the way. So the first thing you want to do is actually loosen up the panel that's kind of enclosing your scanner. And for me, it's just as simple as unscrewing each of those 4 different screws. And so I've already done that, so let's take a look. Now you want to be very careful as you're going into your scanner. These scanners were discontinued back in 2006, so that means that there are no more parts for this being sold from the manufacturer. So if you damage something in your scanner, it can be very hard to find the parts to replace, or you may not be able to find the parts at all depending on what you damage, so be very, very careful. But I'm going to open it up and let you see what's inside. So another thing you want to be careful of is when you take off any of your parts, make sure you're not make sure they're not connected to anything. This particular panel is actually connected to a couple of wires, and so I have to be very careful that I don't pull this panel off too far, or else I might damage the wires. Oh, actually, I want to show one other thing. So this wheel, if you can see it as I'm spinning it, this is your color wheel. This is what creates all the different colors inside your scanners. And if we can take a closer look over here, this is the gobo wheel. This is what we're going after. And there are little circles in here, each that hold a different gobo. So I've already taken out the gobo that I want, and let me show you what I found. So when you're looking at the gobo wheel, you're going to find the gobos, and they're going to be enclosed, covered by this guy right here. And this is true for some of the different gobo projectors that are out there, as well as these particular scanners. I'm sure some of the moving heads also use this. But what it is it's just a little spring, and you press it down, just going all the way around, and it snaps into place right on top of the gobo. And what is holding it in place, and what you grab onto, let's see that little right angle right there? That's what you're going to grab onto with a pair of pliers. You're going to do this very carefully, because if you damage any of the gobos, you're going to have to buy some new ones. Now another thing, if you're doing this for scanners like I am, whatever gobo you take out, you want to take out the corresponding gobo in the other fixture. So for this particular fixture, I took out this gobo. Now, why do I have to take out the same gobo from the other fixture? Well, if they're running on the same DMX channel, and chances are they will be if you're going this far into adding this kind of service for your clients, you want to make sure that when that snowflake pops up on this particular fixture, it's going to pop up on the other fixture as well. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you take out the same gobo. You can take out a different gobo, but then you're going to have one heck of a time programming it with DMX, and you're going to have to use multiple channels, and it's just not going to be a fun time. So take out the same gobo from each fixture. I've already done that for one, so let's go ahead and pop my snowflake back into the gobo wheel, and we'll stick this right on top. Now again, you want to be very careful, but the whole idea is you're going to press down and swivel right around on the wheel until it snaps in. Once it's in, we can go ahead and put the front panel back on, and we're all set to go. Now this can be a little bit of a hard time for you, because as you're trying to swivel it around, you want to be careful you're not damaging anything. At the same time, you want to make sure that it's locked in nice and tight, because if it's not, then something could get loose during one of your shows, or you could bang it around and you could end up damaging the inside, like the circuit board. You don't want to damage the circuit board. This is fun just watching me do this right now, but this is really kind of the good time that you're going to have if you replace some of the gobos. Now, something else to consider is what kind of gobo effect do you want. For this particular dance, like I said, I'm using a snowflake. You can be as creative as you want. Check out the gobos online, see what's out there, and I'm also doing some gobos for a Las Vegas night. And so I've got some really cool gobos to put into my scanners. It's actually all 4 of the suits in the cards. So a spade, a club, a heart, and a diamond. And those are in my other 2 scanners. Not the barrels, but I have a couple of flat mirrors to the left and to the right. And it looks like it's all set. It looks like it's nice and tight. Like I said, you want to make real sure that that spring is down, because if something comes loose, it's not going to be a good time. And you especially don't want to see that kind of bounce loose during an event. It could just end horribly. So make sure you're very careful not to damage anything, and make sure it also gets in there nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and put the front panel back on, and I think I will give you a quick demo once that's done, and you can see kind of the effect that I'm looking at. So let me just go ahead and turn these on. And there we go. I'm going to turn this off real quick before I finish up. Okay, so you can see there's a nice gobo projection in the background. I can slow that down during an event, and we can make it nice and slow because there are nice micro-stepping motors inside the scanners, and you can see that that's going to show up real nice on the wall. So what I'll end up doing is have one of these patterns on the left wall, one of these patterns on the right wall. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope that gives you some context as to how to kind of get going with some of these gobos, and I hope you try it out yourself. It's a really good thing to offer your clients, and they really enjoy it, and it looks really cool, and you can take some great pictures of this. So with that, I'm going to kind of end this video and say practice and enjoy.